Hello, and welcome to Roseplay, Season 13, Episode 165. As always, I'm your host, Orion Moonrose, and today we continue the Let's Play of Dragon Age Inquisition on the Nightmare difficulty. So last time we finally finished the Winter Palace, and boy did a lot of crap go down, and a lot of crap still needs to be done. Now, I want to start with the question marks and whatnot, but we have got to go talk to the group first. Because I need to see the new missions being done. I don't know if we'll get anything done today, but, you know, we'll give it a shot. Worst case scenario, nothing does get done this episode. Wouldn't be the first, won't be the last. I'm sure they won't be like, hey, we need to go there now.
What's the state of the Inquisition?
Our alliance with Orlais holds, for the present. They'll send aid on request.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons.
Thank goodness for that.
Orlais support, our numbers match his. Corypheus's followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Woot.
Perhaps they'll rethink following the Darkspawn Magister from the dawn of time. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
Woo!
We strike Corypheus now, while his people are reeling. If he's hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we finish him.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
That actually is a good question.
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
Please continue.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those forgotten woods is as ancient
She's back to
as
her
it
old
is
clothes from the first
dangerous.
Dragon Age.
Which is?
Tis best if I show you.
Ah! Okay then. I don't want to go. I don't want to go!
This is an illuvian.
Why was this in
Elven
Haven?
artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
You brought this here?
Corypheus wants this, and you brought it into my castle?
If the Darkspawn could breach these walls, would he not have already come for you?
Touché.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds. Untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
I don't want to walk
A
through
more
yet.
appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Nope. Nope. Of course. I wasn't really ready for this, but I wanted to do the side missions. Well, I talked to everybody, but it looks like continuation. Gotta love that Corypheus was one of the cards. Wow, there's a lot of Illuvians in here. I bet you they take you to all the different spots of the world.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads. A place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
This could be useful.
A useful trick.
For one who knows the way, certainly. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
Alright.
How did you find out about this place?
I'll buy it.
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Must have been when she was pregnant.
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
What does that mean?
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I had a respite with the man I loved.
Ah,
For
the
a
Grey
time,
Warden.
I had a safe place to raise my son. But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
You have a key?
I suppose you have such a key?
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
Corypheus wants to come here?
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He
Makes
learned of the
sense.
Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Gotcha. Well, that was a bit more backstory than I wanted for this episode. Nah, that's alright. We'll just have to wait, and I think we're done? Yes? No? Okay, yes. So what's my objective? Ah! So I'm hoping I have to actually do something. Hey, Morrigan, I'll talk to you eventually. I got a lot of stuff I still gotta do this episode.
I knew then, and crossed my heart with shame.
But I want to complete those 3 side quests we completed before we went to the Winter Festival. Alright. Oh, Morrigan comes in now. That's cool, I guess. Alright. Yeah, as if I care about the Amy module. Alright, where's the last one? I assume over here. Yep. Sister Liliana, the hero Ferelden made contact. He left a letter to deliver to the Inquisitor, as well as goods from his travels that might be of use. We have included them in this missive. So there's two. Either aiding Kirkwall, delicate negotiations. What do we have over here? Watcher in the wings, unmask those across the sea, the College of Magi, truth or dare the endgame, getting things moving. Oh, I can investigate the elven ruins. What pride is wrought. Alright, so I want to get that dance in. We can take the downage opportunity in a more subtle way if we directly speak with the Comete. Your land is a small basin. We can easily send in enough troops to defend it from attack. What's up back, Dallas? Not much. I am barely surviving in this office and the temperature, so not too much. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll go Joseph.
Let us begin.
Exactly. There is no air in this office, so it's like 100 and something degrees. I can only stay in here for short amounts of time, and that usually comes to recording right now before dying. No, none that will aid. Speaking of aid, ironically, let's go ahead and aid Kirkwall. Sebastian. Alright, so Corypheus is still threatening Thedas. Kirkwall has survived this long. It can do so for a little while longer. Red Layer may present an obstacle to rebuilding the city. Our soldiers can assist in its removal. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
All right.
Then, can't do delicate. That's fine. Let's go ahead and do this blade thing. The missing blades of the Valos Kalas. I am so stuck at this part. This game keeps dying. Usually, if I keep dying, my agents can track the Lost Mercenary Squad wherever they went. Normally, if I get really stuck in this game, I just gain a few levels, or try to. It doesn't always work, but sometimes I get lucky. But I'm also playing it on the Nightmare difficulty, if you remember, so I'm playing this on, like, extremely hard. Well, it's not so hard anymore being maxed out at level, but okay, so now we actually get to do something. I'm at a part where I have to be at a green portal and red guys come at. And none of the people got a lot of lives. Oh. The green portals are horrible. Like, those are some of the hardest things to do. Unless it's a main story, I suggest you skip it for the moment until you're strong enough. If it is a main quest, you're gonna have to try to gain some levels going on here. Ah, Cassandra does have something new to say.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree?
Well, you were one of the hands.
I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
That's why I need your help. You're good. Yeah, but do remember that the multiplayer doesn't help us with the main one, though. We do some sort of multiplayer with the Inquisition, not the actual main storyline, so that does make it a little difficult. Having fun?
Fun never ends in Skyhold, does it?
The Inquisitor was a funny Kunari. That's what they'll say one day. You watch. I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine.
Yes.
Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without
True,
even
if I
asking
can get a
us first.
chance, I can watch you and definitely give you some pointers.
How can you and Liliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister
Oh
to
wow,
the
you got
Emperor,
110
and
where you're at?
Galatea a commoner.
It feels like that in
Leliana
here
and
almost
I
all
were,
the time
at
in the
least,
summer.
part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
Oh, that's a lot to go on.
If they'll pick non-priests,
Dallas 110.
why am I not
So you know
candidate?
how I feel.
Because you're a man.
Or I know how
first
you
and
feel.
foremost. If they name you a candidate,
And sweating like a
they
pig
may
at
as well
work.
join the Tevinter Imperium.
No fan at
Truly,
work
though,
either, or
I
just
imagine
that
it's
hot?
because they're frightened of you. A weight such as yours would break the Sunburst throne and tear the Chantry to pieces. I just don't know why they believe Leliana or I would be any better.
You'd be perfect.
I think you'd make an excellent divine.
Truly, I never look good in hats.
So don't wear a hat.
Surely it was never meant to be like this.
Got fans
The
bit
Chantry,
seems
the
like when you
Circle
get
of Magi,
bread over toasting
the
when the doors
Templars.
open in window.
This cannot be what
So I guess
they
you got a little
intended
of
when it all
something.
began. The Chantry
But
should
yeah,
provide
no,
faith.
110 still 110.
Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
I'm surprised to hear you, of all people, say that.
Oh? Am I not the same woman who declared the Inquisition against the Chantry's wishes? In all my years as a Seeker, I did what I was told. My faith demanded it. But now my faith demands something else. That I see with better eyes.
So do better.
If you're concerned,
Cassandra approves.
Did you know Varric is undressed?
She did what she was told in
he
bed.
blasphemes with every second breath.
Dallas.
But deep down he believes
Actually,
his
if you
heart
get
is
into a
virtuous.
relationship with her, which
But
I did in
he
the
would
last
never
game,
step foot in a Chantry.
you and her are
It
actually
should be the
naked.
First place to which the virtues
Um,
turn. It needs to change.
in a forest.
Perhaps I must be the
I
one
am
to
bad.
change it.
Some days.
You're not the only candidate. What about Liliana?
But we all can be bad some days.
Liliana says she wishes to follow Justinia's legacy. But she and I remember a different person. Justinia knew her fellow clerics and the people would only accept so much change. Liliana would cast it all aside and start over, I think. And that would be chaos for us all.
I'm bad all the time.
What would you change about the Chantry?
This is
The
most
Circle
likely
of
true.
Magi has its place, but it needs reform. Let the mages govern themselves with our help. Let the Templars stand not as the jailers of mages, but as protectors
And this
of
is
the
why
innocent.
she'd be perfect.
We must be vigilant, but we must also be compassionate to all peoples of Thedas, human or no. That is what I would change.
That's amazing. A new crusade for you. Maybe the Chantry should end. We have other concerns. I'm moving July 5th to Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, congrats on that. Day after. I like your determination.
Your determination is admirable.
Some men would call it an unattractive trait.
I'm not those men.
I can help you become divine.
I have influence, and I can use it to help the Chantry make up its mind.
Any specific
I
reason
cannot
why you're
ask you
moving
to do
there?
that.
You don't have to.
If you think that is the right thing to do, then thank you.
I do.
I suppose I should not be so concerned.
Near my
clerics speak
sisters
my name
with
for now,
Mom.
nothing
They
more.
need it, and she
For
does.
now,
We be living in
restoring
brother's
order and
house.
stopping Corypheus remain our
Brother-in-law.
priority.
Well, that's nice. It's support Cassandra operation. It's nice to actually see families being able to get along.
Hello again.
I'm proud of that. Do you want to be
So,
divine?
you're
Or I'm
a
happy about
candidate
that.
for divine now.
So I am informed.
Is that something you actually want?
Why should what I want matter?
Isn't happiness important?
Why shouldn't it matter? Don't you have the right to be happy?
It is very simple. The Chantry needs to survive. To do that, it must change. I have never believed in asking another
I'd be
to do
working
what
in a
you are
food truck
unwilling to do
when
yourself.
it is season,
So I
then at
look upon this
Kroger's.
as an opportunity. I owe it to myself and all of Thedas to seek the Sunburst throne.
That seems like a nice job.
I think you'd make an excellent choice.
Thank you. Let's hope the Chantry clerics agree.
Do
Let's.
you have any advice for me?
It seems that Corypheus searches for elven artifacts. That's hardly surprising. Tevinter power is based on what those vultures scavenged from the ancient elves.
Really?
Whatever
I don't
advantage
think
he
I
hopes
remember
to
or knew
gain,
that.
We need
One
to
of the
stop
two.
him at once.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then. What do you need, my friend?
Nothing. We're good. We're good. I guess let's go in here.
Oh, my maker. You cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut. Although it is yet bewildering.
She want to get with you. She wants to get jiggy. At one point she did, but in this playthrough I'm with Josephine. But I still flirt with her because you can still be flirty but be completely faithful to somebody. As long as you don't go past friendly flirting. Shouldn't be romantic flirting or hey, flirt, get with ya.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
With Skyhold shining like a beacon? You name it, it's here or on the way. I've wrung out the slackers, given them what for.
Ah, darn.
I think I like this job.
There are problems coming
I
up
think
along
I like
Shiral?
this job.
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it.
That's awesome.
So, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads.
And let me guess,
I
that's a
couldn't
side
suggest
mission.
How? That is better decided at your war table, and
Yep.
I'm not going near that thing.
Why?
Sure.
We are here for you.
Are we too
Inquisitor.
strong? Negotiate a deal for weapon plans. Cool, cool. I guess we'll find the matron. I guess that must be her. Oh, okay, apparently she doesn't care. Cool. That makes it easy.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Shiral was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
I agree, actually.
Politics.
You've got a crappy job then, boss. I can't understand how those women in the kitchen can be awake so early after the night we had.
See you later, Bull.
Wow.
Thank you, boss.
Bull is kind of being jiggy, as Dallas likes to put it.
Inquisitor.
All right, let's see what... Why is her door closed? I've never seen her door closed.
One for the Empress, for Gaspar, Brianna, the Duchess, and Corypheus, right in the dangle bag.
Corypheus does deserve it in the dangle bag. Remember not to get mad at you.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot. A
Yay.
cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right? So long as there's a book for the throne. A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one Empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
That would have been fun.
We decided the course of a nation. I think it was worthwhile.
Right, Orlais will never be the same. Except for everything they say and do. Ugh,
True.
You know the most important thing I got out of all of that mess? The one thing. Don't sleep with empresses. That's what that was all about. That, and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
Wow. Their mistakes made it worse.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Yeah, it
Wrong
did.
way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
I will try to do that every day. Alright, so looks like you are it for today, Sera.
Back, yeah? Always good.
Thought on our progress?
Are things playing out the way you expected?
About time we turned around on this Corypheus whatever. Make him feel like he's on the wrong end of the dogs for once, yeah?
Alright.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Alright, so next episode we will go talk to Cole. But that'll be next episode. For this episode, we're going to end it where we began it, so that we can do more side missions. And then we'll see how that goes.
Inquisitor?
Lady. Inquisitor. Lady. Inquisitor. Lady. Inquisitor. Lady. Alright, so we will go ahead and leave it there for today. Yeah, we didn't accomplish too much, but hey, we accomplished a little. I'll remember to start back at What's-His-Face after we do a few more side missions, and we'll continue talking around, getting missions set up. So hopefully sometime next week we should be getting on with the next mission, I hope, and getting ever closer to the end of the game. And on to something else. But until then, remember, keep gaming, never give up, and apparently always stay on Sera's good sides unless you want your dingo bags sliced with a sword. Ugh.